Hi, I'm Sarah Jabari from my Design Faculty of Management, and I'm excited to introduce our research on the impact of competitive intelligence services on online marketplaces. This is a joint work with Mohamed Goumous, Mohamed Nikoufal, Tanner Bilgic, and Arkan Alka. So basically, in this research, we explore that when platforms share their competitive data with their sellers, who really wins, and what does that mean for sellers, consumers, and policymakers. So the motivation for this work comes from the fact that nowadays online marketplaces collect enormous amount of data, from search queries to click stream, customer journey, almost everything. So platform knows things that are much harder for individual sellers to learn on their own, if not impossible. And the idea of competitive intelligence services or CIS tools is that platform may share those information with its sellers for a subscription fee. But the concern that comes with it is that this information will let us sellers see insights not just about their own performance, but also signals about their competitors and the whole market. And that raises regulatory concerns because once this information is shared with them, it can have potential impact on the degree of competition, their pricing decisions, and all sort of market dynamics. So regulators are facing the question that how should this CIS tool be offered to sellers? In particular, the European Union and the United States have taken quite different approaches in addressing this issue. So EU has this seller-centric perspective where they push platforms toward equal data access through Digital Markets Act, while the US generally allows platforms with more flexibility and they rely on antitrust enforcement. So under EU regulatory, a platform must share information symmetrically, and the argument is that it would help smaller businesses and protect consumers. But in US's idea, they may share information asymmetrically, and they say that we intervene after some specific harm happens if needed, and we allow for better market efficiency. So, as they are actively debating on how to manage these digital gatekeepers, the question is that which regime is actually better? Should we push platforms towards symmetric access for all sellers, or can we allow them with more flexibility? And importantly, better for whom? Is it the platform's profit that we're concerned about, or sellers' revenue, or consumers' welfare? So, these are the research questions that we try to answer in this work. And as we analyze the equilibrium structure, we see that from platform's perspective, it will share information based on market uncertainty to maximize its own profit, not just fairness concerns. And from seller's point of view, we see that it's interesting that exclusive access for the larger seller can still benefit both of them, depending again on the noise in the market. So, from the policymaker side, it seems that symmetric access is not always the best route. So, to answer that, which regulatory philosophy is better, EU versus US, well, it depends on from whose perspective and under what market conditions. So, there's no universally right answer to that. So I'm not going to go into deeper details here, and I invite you to read the full paper and analysis and poems. And thank you so much for watching this video.